And, wait for it. Wait for it. Are you waiting? Chat, are you waiting? Chat, chat, chat. You better be waiting. Oh wow, hang on. The mic's a little loud, everyone. Let me fix that for you. Mic gain. We're gonna bring that down a little bit. We're gonna bring down the mic gain just a bit. There we go. There we go. Okay. Three. Yeah, heck. Oh, heck me. And guess what? Guess what, everyone? We're live. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Yeah, we're live. Isn't it great? Oh, and we have a do. We have a do. Yes, you are. I live for worry. So tonight, everyone, we're continuing with Homestuck. Going over our hosts, we have the ever wonderful Do. And also please state your pronouns. We got Ginger. And we got Popcorn. And we got me. He, him, don't care. So, we're continuing with Homestuck tonight. We got basically the full. We don't have. It's not. We'll never have the full cast, but you know we got a lot of them, and I'm always happy to see that. I got a cat on my lap. Licking my hand. He's grooming me. What was Dew's question? We are on page 2407. Oh yeah, and we have Swift in chat. Hi, Swift. You know, so I didn't say you had to introduce yourself. You're not in the voice, but it's always yes. Yeah. And you also missed me playing Car Cat. It was something that if just reading the test, it's like, looks like it worked. Who is this guy anyway? So yeah, let's pick this up. Ginger, take a. Hmm? Oh, everyone else is real quiet. Hang on. Everyone, make noise. All right. All right. The mixer is being a little weird. Swift, is that any better? You hear nothing. Oh. Okay. Hang on. Let me. Let's see here. Hang on.
Da, 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 da,
Oh,
da,
there
da,
we go.
da.
I
Ow.
fixed it. Yeah, I fixed it.
Wow, we're doing it live.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Now you can hear them. Yeah, I have to juggle two different audio inputs because I like having a wireless headset, but I am quickly discovering that for the purposes of streaming, a wired headset is superior. So yeah, Ginger, take us away.
All right. Looks like it worked. So, who is this guy anyway?
Enter name.
Your name is Eridan Ampora.
Your name is Little Hitler.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Who spoiled it for you?
He already talked about what his opinions of land dwellers. I think it's pretty clear.
Oh yeah, that's true. We did already go through that.
Yeah,
Kinda.
he's C Hitler. C Little Hitler.
Oh.
I mean, the title of C Hitler goes to someone else, but we're not nearly close to that part yet.
Well, no, we have C Hitler and then we have C Little Hitler. This is C Little Hitler.
This is little bitty incel C Hitler.
Yeah, no, this is Incel Hitler.
Yeah. Definitely.
Eridan, do something awesome. Yeah. Attack the darkness! Oh, sorry.
Wait for it.
Arrow.
Wait.
Arrow. Arrow. Well.
There she blows. He's so tiny.
Arrow.
Shwoop.
Arrow. Arrow. I'm
I'm
a firing my laser.
I'm firing my laser.
Arrow. Oh, it's a purple-blooded whale. Arrow. And arrow. Fish food. Arrow.
Okay, that guy is pretty much squared away. What about her?
Not Little Hitler. Maybe. I don't know. All the female characters are pretty cool compared to the male ones.
Even Vriska.
I mean, enter name.
Your name is Pfeffery Pikesies.
Do something adorable.
Swim.
Arrow. Arrow. Whoomp. Arrow.
Whale.
And arrow. And then more arrow. And then another arrow. And then she throws the whale with an arrow. And the whale goes shroom arrow. And then it gets grabbed by tentacles. Arrow. And then eaten by a giant octopus.
And remember how small Eridan was compared to the whale?
Oh dear God.
Yep.
Arrow. Oh God, arrow. Oh dear God. Pfeffery, go home.
This should keep her quiet for a while. At least until she dies.
Go home.
That should keep her happy for a while. And make a freshly orphaned troll somewhere pretty sad.
Oh God, the whale. Oh no.
Yep.
Examine block.
You conveniently return to your respite block so that we may study your variety of interests. This was very considerate of you.
Arrow.
Flowing through your veins is nearly the richest blood the hemospectrum has to offer, penultimate on the scale. As such, you are a sea dweller, a subrace of troll distinct from the commoners by mutation and habitat, a caste which rules over the entire species. But ruling, in your view, is not enough. You have an overpowering genocide complex, and have made it your sworn duty to kill all land dwellers. You have amassed resources and deadly weaponry from around the world for this ambition through many sweeps of extreme role-playing, while pursuing a working doomsday device which will bring Armageddon to all those on the surface. Haven't had much luck with that, but maybe tonight's your night. You hold a fascination for military history and legendary conquerors. You have dubiously modeled your profile and exploits after the most notorious figures and their stories, which are bristling with the glory of victory and the sting of defeat and political machinations and romantic intrigue. It is an image you are careful to craft through exaggerated emotional theatrics. And your penchant for mass murder notwithstanding, people tend to regard you as a bit of a tool. You also like magic, even though you know it to be fake. Like a made-up friend the way wizards are. Make-believe fakey fakes. It's still fun, though. Your troll tag is Caligula's Aquarium, and you speak with a very weird and sort of wavy-sounding accent. God, that's fucking difficult. You hold off on doing anything for the moment on account of courtesy to fellow royalty.
Can I just point out that with his interests, this guy really does sound like an internet incel that is really into World War II history, but and like way overemphasize how cool the Nazis were, and thinks that the Nazis were like super efficient and dangerous and scary, without really recognizing that they were really inefficient and mostly just did well by just throwing shit at the fan.
Yeah, pretty much they were just their complete and utter I forgot the word I was looking for. Incompetence. Their incompetence was balanced by their incredible disregard for the value of human lives, which allowed them to be much more violent than their competition. That's the only reason they even made it.
Oh,
like,
and meth. Don't forget
all.
the meth.
Yeah, that too. Anyway, yeah, this is the fucking Nazi incel of Troll World.
Examine block.
On the subject of courtesy, you have also returned to your block so we can get a better look at you. Again, quite considerate. Royalty sure is civilized.
Arrow.
You are also a sea dweller. You have the most noble blood possible, the only of your kind known to possess it, and the only to share it with Gulb. Oh, it's just Glub. Gulb, a deep sea monster also known as the Rift's Carbuncle, emissary to the horror terrors, or, in more hushed tones, Beaker of the Vast Glub.
Glub, glub, glub.
This makes you the heir apparent for Alternian rulership, which ordinarily would place you in considerable jeopardy. Her imperious condescension would steer the flagship from the fleet and make an attempt on your life herself, if not for the protection of your monstrous Lucis. And if not forewarned of your race's extinction by the whispers of that Lucis, you would have big plans for the throne. All the plans. All of them. You would redefine what it means to be cold in troll society. Under your rule, it would mean caring for the unfit and infirm rather than exterminating them, and you have put this idea into practice by culling the fauna of the deep. You tend to wild and beautiful aquatic hoof beasts, grooming and feeding them daily. You capture and cage cuttlefish by the thousands for their own good, and also because they are funny and colorful and you love them. They often swim through the bars of their cages, but that is fine. You run your whole palace as a sort of wildlife adoption facility, even if the wildlife's need for care is dubious at best, and the practice really just amounts to an elaborate role-playing scenario. Still fun, though. You would also look forward to using your reign to unite the two races. You were told you would do this one day by your Lucis, even if it does contradict her message of extinction. Oh well, you suppose not all prophecies can come true. Your troll tag is Cuttlefish Culler, and you have a hard time not getting really excited about practically everything!
Oh my god. Alright, Arrow.
What will you both do?
Aerodynamic and Fit Free. Do something ridiculous. No. Little Hitler and Ferrari. Do something ridiculous.
Yes!
Arrow.
Fuck yes!
Stop fucking your animals. Arrow.
Hell.
Arrow.
Fucking. Fake.
Arrow.
Yes. Bump.
Lil Hitler.
Sneak up on
Bother.
me when I'm streaming.
Aridin. Bother Ferrari.
Guy for fairy. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Guy for fairy, isn't that just Rule 34? Or wait, which one was the gender bend rule? I can't remember the numbers that go to the internet rules.
I think that's 63, but don't quote me on that.
And
Guy for fairy, that's Rule 63 or whatever.
I don't remember either. Anyway. Fifth. Hey.
yeah, Rule 63 is for every given male character, there's a female version of that character, and vice versa.
Guy for fairy, Rule 63 or whatever.
Okay. Fifth. Hey.
Oh wait, that's me. God, their colors are too similar. Fuck.
Yeah, they are.
Huh?
Glub.
Glub glub.
Yeah.
What is it?
What?
I am wondering if you can forego the exaggerated emotional theatrics for once and actually tell me what's on your mind.
Nothing's on my mind. Why can't I just fucking talk and glub at you for a reason I don't have? Well, fine, but you don't want to hear it.
Yes, I do. We are supposed to talk to each other. That is what morals are for.
Uh-huh. Whatever.
I have a file solution. God, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be making these jokes. It's just so easy.
Glub, 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 sigh. Will you take the chip off your nub and tell me what's the matter?
Yeah, well, okay. Since we are the palest of pals a guy could ever ask for, I will tell you. Even though you will only humor me as usual, since you don't agree with my agenda. Any of my agendas, really. None of the agendas. None of them.
Are you fretting over another one of these dumb contraptions?
See? More condescension. You are going to make a hell of an empress.
No, I'm not. But that is beside the point. None of your plots to kill the land dwellers ever work out, and every doomsday device you get your hands on turns out to be a piece of junk.
So, I got to keep trying. That's how all the great military masterminds became great, through upright perseverance.
I think deep down you stack these plots against you so you fail because you know it's wrong.
It isn't wrong. I'm not going to explain it to you again. At this point, all you need to know is it's important to me, and I'm doing it for us. I mean, our kind. Nobody understands. Not even you.
This is the last time I will say this. We are not better than anybody! Glub!
Shh. Emo Spectrum begs to differ.
If you're sickened by them, as you say, why do you spend so much time on land? You can't have the sort of affinity for our kind that you profess if you've only spent, what, a few days underwater maybe, in your whole life?
Whatever. I help to keep an eye on him up here. It's all about tactics.
What about your friends? Don't you ever think about them? If they are beneath you, then they... God damn it, I'm trying to exaggerate the H's.
They
Oh,
Then they have to die too. And I know you like talking to some of them. You say you hate them, but I think you are pretending.
History is full of cases where conquerors consort with members of the enemy in a mannerly way before wiping them out. Even going as far as growing fond of some. It's only civilized.
I have a fishy feeling that that this stupid doomsday machine thing is just another excuse to consort with someone in particular?
All your feelings are fishy.
Bleh.
Glub, 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 glub.
Don't you glub in that tone of glub with me, mister!
Oh, glub, in whatever dumbass bubbly sounding fish noise I want to glub.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
shit, you are angling for so much trouble now!
I'm pretty sure that's some form of heresy.
Okay, please. Let's just not get into the whole fucking fish pun thing again, okay? Like, when we get it, when we are nautically themed.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know why she ignores me. I guess she's just bored with me. But we had it all set up for her to give me this thing tonight that probably doesn't even work. But yeah, maybe that wasn't the point. I mean, you think we have a pretty good rivalry going, right? Or at least had. It was pretty fucking bitter and contentious for a while there, and there was some good chemistry. I don't know what happened.
I guess? I wouldn't really know. Sometimes people just drift away, I think, or just aren't as into the quadrant as the other wants to be.
We hated
So-
each other so well.
Yeah,
Literally.
pretty much.
So, you really think your feelings for her run that dark?
It doesn't matter. Like I said, she's bored shitless. I guess I'm not as good an adversary as I thought.
That is so ridiculous. Any girl would be lucky to have a Kismesis as diabolical as you, especially that one. Who knows what her problem is? She has issues.
Well, okay. Thanks for saying so.
You know, I'm not sure why we never talk about our romantic aspirations. We should more often. It's kind of exciting!
Shrug.
Probably because you fill your gossip quota with your nubby horned bro. You leave nothing left to talk about with your dear sweet Moirail. We are supposed to help each other with all that stuff too, remember?
Maybe. It seems kinda odd, though.
Your stupid fishy face is what's odd. Have you ever thought about that?
Your face is odd.
Fine. Well,
Not
those are-
odd, you're odd.
Fine. Well, those are my stupid feelings, but what about yours? Seems to me like you get along too well with everybody to be harboring any black sentiments.
Yeah. I can't think of anybody I feel that way about. Maybe I am just not old enough to have those feelings yet. We are still pretty young, you know.
Yeah.
So, okay. Those are your black leanings. What about Red Arden?
Oh, God.
Is there a lucky lady you are waxing scarlet for? Or lucky
Gay! Be gay!
Tell me! Don't pretend you're all embarrassed suddenly!
Okay, Fef, this is none of your damn business! I gotta go. Be back later when it's time to play.
Oh.
I want to know who his butt buddy is.
God, okay. So I'm thinking maybe from here on out, I'm gonna consider making Fefri have a British accent just to distinguish her a little further from Nepeta.
Fair enough.
Maybe.
Go get a beverage.
Do you?
Another emotionally exhausting conversation. Too many feelings and problems. It couldn't be any clearer to you. You and this sea princess have splashed down hard into the Moirail zone, and now you don't know which way's upward. Perhaps tonight you will reveal your true feelings toward her and end these exaggerated emotional theatrics once and for all, one way or another. You need a stiff drink. But, ugh, not this swill. You're not that desperate.
Not the Kool-Aid. Check the fridge.
You pay a visit to what the common land dwellers refer to as a thermal hole, instead of the more aristocratic and especially esoteric and alien-sounding term, a refrigerator.
Open it.
A bunch of unbelievably shitty wands tumble out. Of course you knew these were in here. You're not even sure why you looked. This would be a lot less funny if you skipped to the trolls, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what this is a callback to. Go get a beverage. Ferrari.
Another emotionally exhausting conversation. Too many feelings and problems. That guy. Talk about a high maintenance moirail. Perhaps tonight you will reveal your true feelings toward him and end these exaggerated emotional theatrics one way or another. You need a sugary drink.
Alright, I'm calling it now. He views her as the heart, and she views him as the spade. They're like on completely different ends than they actually are.
I mean, that would just be regular, like, that would be vacillation. That's already an established thing.
Mm. Arrow.
Underwater. Psh.
Arrow.
Stupid!
Pfeffery, disarm.
You decide to unwind and take your mind off the drama for a while before starting the game. You nearly forgot this is going to be an exciting night. Everything you are about to do next is exciting. It is always exciting. You are excited. You unequip... Oh, okay. You unequipped Sidon's Entente, a golden double culling fork, a legendary weapon reserved for royalty, and generally only used for ceremonial purposes.
Aridin, disarm. Oh man, why does the Nazi get rifle kind?
You unequip Ahab's crosshairs, which is yet another legendary weapon, about as powerful as your kind Stratus will allow, and like pausing between paragraphs to say he probably gets rifle kind because he's less creative. You plundered it from a ghost ship during a particularly challenging campaign. It was the same old gambling ship from which your accomplice at the time also plundered a set of extraordinarily powerful dice. You almost feel sorry for the adversaries you will face tonight. They will likely pose neither team much challenge at all, unless one of the links in the prototyping chain includes something especially huge and monstrous, but really, what are the odds of that happening?
What would finger guns be?
Pointer kind, maybe?
I think that'd be kind of amazing if like somebody starts spec this, it's just they do this and they just start shooting lasers out their fingers.
Swift, we need to think about that for Mavics. Because we have one fan troll who has two different stripes specify, and one of them is glove and the other is pistol.
Oh god, finger guns! Don't make me break up my finger guns. You're what? Pew pew. Father Vriska.
On the subject of your old accomplice/rival, you guess you'll try talking to her one more time, even though you know she won't answer. You know she is bored shitless with you and your drama. You are almost starting not to care about this stupid doomsday device, which probably won't even work. She probably knows you know it won't work. She has probably put all the pieces together and knows it was an elaborate ruse to be in cahoots with her again. And she just went along with it, playing you for a chump. You are such an idiot!
Arrow. Sploosh.
Yeah, see? No answer. Bored shitless, just like you thought. She has much hotter irons in the fire than you these days.
He's not wrong. Arrow.
But it wasn't that long ago that you were the hottest iron. At the height of your prowess as Seagrifts, Marquis Mindfang and Orphaner Dualscar were in alliance, an unmatched terror, and in competition, unbridled tempest. Either way, spoils were typically traded and shared. No levels were left for anyone else to gain. None of the levels.
Arrow.
She would have the victims of your conquest walk the plank.
Arrow.
while you would reap the custodial spoils.
My God, they just fucking murder. Arrow.
And while yet another partook not in revelry, but necessity.
Arrow.
She had to keep her fed, to keep her calm, to keep her terrible voice down.
Arrow.
If she were to raise it above a whisper, trolls would begin dying. First, the lesser bloods, those more psychically susceptible. If she raised it to a shout, all on the planet would die, land and sea dwellers alike. And if she were ever to get really upset, she might release the vast glub, a psychic shockwave that would exterminate every troll in the galaxy.
I mean, at that point, you should look into, like, artificially growing flesh.
That's a good point.
Arrow.
In truth, it would be all too easy to solve the land dweller problem once and for all. You just need to lighten up on the feeding schedule for a while. Maybe you'd be a little too busy to bother with that hassle for once, or maybe you could happen to be off your game for a spell. It happens, even to the best sometimes. But nah, it would make her upset. More emotions, more problems, that's all you need.
Sometime later.
The Witch of Life takes her place in the land of dew and glass.
Whoa, she's just in a fishbowl.
Yep. Big bowl.
Fefri, report to Eridan.
Beth, are you in?
Yeah, that took her out.
Wait, no, the
That's me.
colors are fucking me up again.
That was my line.
That took forever. I was getting worried, kinda.
Yes, it was a pretty close call and got kind of complicated, but Solix finally came through, and now I believe the full chain is complete.
Man, that guy. He's a fucking drama machine. It is fucking pathetic.
Your stupid fishy face is the drama machine that does not that does nothing but whine and glub. Blech.
Fuck. Sorry.
Anyway, you shouldn't say that about him. He is a hero and he saved my life.
Yeah, sorry. I was just really worried and stressed out. I thought you were dead. I didn't even get to thank you for saving my life, or really for anything. I just spent all this time here worrying and thinking about stuff, and decided I have something I want to tell you that I've been meaning to get off my nub for a while now.
Oh, really? That's good. Actually, I have something I have been meaning to say to you too.
Whoa, really? What is it? You go first.
Okay, but this isn't easy to say.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. Maybe I will understand more than you think. We might even be saying the same thing.
Okay, I hope so. I think now that we are both in this game and have left our world behind, and you can no longer pose the danger to our people that you had always planned to, I think it is not really necessary for me to be your Moirail anymore.
Whoa, wait. What?
I'm in the
I
red
am
zone.
really sorry. I am really sorry, Eridan. It has just been so hard looking after you and keeping you out of trouble. It has taken its toll, and honestly, I am really exhausted.
More like taking its troll, am I right?
Boo. Okay. Fuck. This isn't what... I don't know. I wasn't expecting this at all. I'm not sure I can handle this.
I'm sorry. It will be the best for both of us. We can just sort of be regular friends instead.
No. Please don't. Look, I'm being serious here. Do this. I won't even use my weird accent while I type, okay? So you know I'm being really dead serious and honest about this.
Okay. I am being serious and honest too. See?
Okay, good. Are you sure you aren't being hasty about this? You've just been through a lot. I mean, we are supposed to be fitted to be Moirails, aren't we? Isn't that how it works? Can't just throw all of that away because you're sick of me.
I just now remembered I was wanting to make her British. Should I do that right now?
Yeah, you
It
can.
doesn't- Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I just had to change it
in the
up
middle of
some.
a serious conversation.
I am not sick of you, Aridin. I still really like you. In order to be destined for more allegiance, both people have to be on board, don't you think? But I cannot do it anymore, so I think it just wasn't meant to be all along. And really, you just don't need me anymore. You are free to do as you wish. We both are. I can't look after you anymore.
I didn't ever need anyone to look after me! I was totally fucking fine. My ambitions were noble, and really, none of your fucking business, quite frankly, your majesty. And the only reason I put up with sticking my flipper in this fucking shithole quadrant with you was
Was what?
never mind.
Tell me!
Hey, fine. Apologize for losing my shit over this. I was just caught off guard is all. Maybe it's a good thing, really. Actually, I might have been proposing the same thing, to be honest.
Oh?
Thef, have you thought about, since you don't want to be pale with me no more, possibility of some other type of arrangement with me?
What do you mean?
I mean, something a bit more kind of reddish? Like, lighter red?
Do you like me?
No, I hadn't thought about it.
Okay, well, what do you think about it, now that you're thinking about it?
I don't really know about that.
Why not? I thought you said you liked me.
I do, but I don't know if it's really in that way.
Oh
Couldn't
no.
it be, though? Don't you think there's room in your collapsing and expanding bladder-based aquatic vascular system for those feelings?
At this point, he's like, is there Chad? Nazi Hitler incel.
Yep.
I've never had a chance to consider anything like that. I have just spent all my time worrying about you and trying to keep you from killing everybody or hurting yourself. It took all my energy. I don't think I have anything left for those feelings either.
Bud,
What?
I'm the biggest fucking idiot who ever lived. I can't believe I just opened up to you like a chump when I knew it was coming. I am one sad fucking bride sucker over emotional sappy trash. You're right. I'm not better than anybody. I'm worse than anybody. Everybody. All the bodies.
Buddies!
Stop! God, will you just clam up for once in your life? Always carping and carping and carping. You go completely overboard with your emotions, always looking to reel in drama wherever you can. I am up to my gills in it. I just can't salmon the strength anymore.
I cannot believe you are doing the fish pun thing while you're breaking up with me. Real nice. Whoops, I meant real nice.
Sorry, but really, this shouldn't be as bad as it sounds. When all is said and done, I am still your friend. We have left our world behind, everyone is dead, and there's no use in worrying about it now. It's over. It's time to play this game and focus on building something new and exciting. So, hang in there, Aridin. I have to go now. Solix is in serious trouble, and I have to go help him. Bye!
Wait, don't go.
Arrow. Blip. Bunk. Man, I've been there. I haven't been like a genocidal maniac that was only in a relationship with someone because they thought they could stop me from killing everyone, but I've been in that vague position.
Yep.
Proceed to gate.
You're free!
Free falling now, you're free falling, free falling.
We're gonna get copyrighted.
Free.
You know what? If they copyright me for doing that, I expect royalties.
Alright, are you back online?
Do?
No.
Damn.
check on
It's
Solix.
okay.
Bro, are you okay?
Oh, yay!
Fuck yes, we have to just in time to do the good do voices.
Bro, are you okay? Hey. Oh God. What have I done? Socks? Please tell me that's just honey. Please just be honey. Please just be honey. Please just be honey. Okay. Make believe time is over. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Arrow?
It is all your fault. You couldn't get him in before the glove.
Oh no.
The vast glub happened.
And Solix is one of the most psychically sensitive on the planet.
Arrow!
Wait, no, that's not me. That's you.
Honk! Arrow! Arrow!
What about there, you blubbering pansy?
Oh, yeah. Go for it. Oh, you know, no, that's due.
Dude,
It's
you okay?
Dew, and like it was Lemon for a minute, but Lemon's not here today. And also Dew is here today.
Wait, where are we?
There, you blubbering pansy, because it's the,
Jack.
It's Jack.
There, you blubbering pansy. Goddamn pansy.
honk! Arrow. I wasn't
Love
expecting that.
Land of tents and mirth.
Arrow. Gamzee, indulge emotional theatrics.
Gam, I need to talk to Ka. Well, where is he? He's in Dancerin.
He's busy being slapped motherfucking senseless by the guy who likes knives. But I can relay what message you got, my brother.
I don't feel comfortable with that. I have some serious feeling and problems here, and I need some advice.
Yeah, I feel ya. He's pretty worked up, too.
Why?
As our good bro Solix just kicked the wicked motherfucking shit.
What the fuck do you mean by that? Are you saying he's dead?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God, fuck. Now I feel like an asshole.
'Cause you are, dude. I mean, yeah, I'd say that asshole is the thing that just about what everyone feels like. Carcat blames himself on it. Poor motherfucker. But I told him to be chill. 'Cause there's a miracle coming. I could feel it.
That is the worst fucking advice. But what an awful thing are you to say? Magic isn't real, stupid. Stop believing in it.
I've got to believe at what my heart tells me, even if it's a fake thing. Hack!
This is a lot of pointless fucking rubbish and isn't no emotional help to him, or me either for that matter. Put Car on.
I can't really think about intervening. The black frown motherfucker kind of scares me. Are you sure he can't help a brother up in his motherfucking chill?
I don't know. It probably doesn't matter. My feelings seem petty and meaningless now. She had better things to worry about than my bullshit. Like the dead guy who saved her. Forget it. Thanks anyway.
Bro, my advice is you just kick back and motherfucking snap into some root elixir and maybe get your wicked zone on. There. I said my piece.
What the fuck are you fucking babbling about?
Snatch an ice so cold, dog. Motherfucking chug that shit like you and the bottle was reunited lovers.
Are you recommending a beverage to me or something? Is that what this is?
Yeah, man. Slam a Fago.
I don't have a fucking Fago, you stupid fuck. Well, why would I keep that disgusting shit on hand?
Are you sure? Are you motherfucking sure about that?
Oh, God, you're right. I do. I totally forgot about that.
You see, man? Motherfucking miracles. Hack. Irden, slam a fago.
You prepare to kick back and motherfucking snap into some rude elixir and maybe get your wicked zone on. It sure would be startling if what followed was a crudely drawn spit take accompanied by an odd short exclamation.
Blah!
What? It's just soda. Not great, but not that bad either. What's the big deal? We all need to settle down here.
And later still...
A princess prepares to administer a universal remedy for the unawakened.
Arrow. Arrow. What? Arrow.
Ah.
Bleh. Arrow. Carcat, would you kindly do the honors of bleh? Hack. Arrow.
It's poem times 2 combo.
I think this is Jack again.
Face palm times 2. Combo.
Nice.
Hey, kid.
Can you be a bit louder?
I'm working on it. How's this?
No, you're
Good.
You're still a little quiet for me.
How about now?
Good. I can lower.
Yeah.
Hey, kid. Is it all right?
Yeah.
Am I peeking my microphone?
No.
Are you sure?
Probably.
Pretty sure.
All right then. Hey, kid. You know, I never got a chance to say just how much I hate you. Every last one of you.
Arrow. Arrow.
Facepalm times 1. Combo. Goddamn troll kids. Every time you turn around, they're smooching each other. Makes a man want to stab his own gut and puke blood.
Arrow.
Oh, Lord.
What is happening? Arrow.
It is like I am the kid from the never-ending story. I was chased by some bullies into this fucking attic, and now I am watching people, watching more people, kissing and stuff basically forever. How many meta layers removed from the story can we get? This attic is spooky. I wish those bullies would just leave me alone. Later, I am going to ride a long magic dog through the sky and fuck their shit up.
Arrow.
Ugh. This troll paint is making a mess. This was such a bad idea. I should have put sealant on it, and I should also try bathing in Sharpies.
What?
I am making references which you will probably not get unless you are actually interested in the history of the fandom as opposed to the comic itself.
Quick, become more meta while AH is still brooding. I miss. Oh God, Arrow. Ah! Arrow!
Land of Stumps and Dismay. This is a reference to Jailbreak. AH employs a daring execution of author tech ladder to self-indulgence behind his own back. It keeps happening. All MS Paint Adventures readers make a solemn vow to do an acrobatic fucking pirouette off the stump and blow their brains out if it doesn't keep happening.
If it doesn't stop, keep happening.
If it doesn't stop, keep happening.
No, too late. It has to keep going. It must continue going. AH. Oh, haha. Get back to the story, jackass.
Excuse me? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not going fast enough for you? Well, quite frankly, your majesty, I don't think you realize what kind of hell I've been through. Do you have any idea how long I've been trapped in this attic? Do you have any idea how fucking scary it is in here? Do you have even the slightest clue how many times that wolf head over there has scared the shit out of me?
Wolf?
Ah,
Ah! This is ridiculous.
No, this is my life we're talking about here. Bullies, wolves, musty attics, huge spiders, did I mention? The spiders, let me tell you, I got hella spiders up in this. This horn fell off. Damn it, piece of shit. Wonder if there's any glue in here. Screw it. Do you have any idea how much power I wield over you? To what extent I can ruin the shit you step in with that squeaky clean Sunday loafer you used to stomp that bookmark and stamp that F5 key day goddamn in and day fucking out? Do you possess even the most infinitesimal kernel of cognizance for the degree to which I can make the shorn, shivering weasel that is the totem spirit representing your wretched fascination with this website squeal in heartrending remorse? It would be so easy. I could snap my gray, smudgy fingers right now and make you read all the troll romance exposition segments all over again, back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Oh, you don't think I'll do it?
Oh my god.
The problem is that when the subject of troll romance is broached, our sparing human intellects instantly assume the most ingratiating posture of surrender imaginable. But we will do our best to understand regardless. Do we want to let Carcat read the rest of this just for some variety?
Yeah,
Oh,
go
fuck
for it.
yeah.
Gotta
Zen.
warm up.
Zen.
I do, actually. I'm drinking water right
Yes. Drink that
The
water.
effort that goes into the Carcat.
And what we don't want is this poor Chinese knockoff excuse of a Carcat to read all of this.
Of course! Because humans only have one form of romance. And though we consider it a complicated subject spanning a wide range of emotions, social conventions, and implications for reproduction, it is ultimately a superficial slice of what trolls consider the full body of romantic experience. Our concept of romance, in spite of its capacity to fill our art and literature and to rule our individual destinies like little else, is still just that. A single, linear concept. A concept usually denoted by a single symbol. Less than 3. Troll romance is more complicated than that. Troll romance needs 4 symbols. Their understanding of romance is divided into halves and halved again, producing 4 quadrants. The flushed quadrants, the colliginous quadrant, the pale quadrant, and the ashen quadrant.
Drink some water. It's okay. You can take a break in between paragraphs.
Each quadrant is grouped by the half they share, whether horizontally or vertically, depending on the overlapping properties one examines. The sharpest dichotomy from an emotional perspective is drawn between red romance and black romance. Red romance, comprised of the flushed and pale quadrants, is a form of romance rooted in strongly positive emotions. Black romance, with its colliginous and ashen quadrants, is rooted in the strongly negative. The tighter
some
my
water.
voice gets, the more it cracks.
Drink some
Which is
water.
perfect for Carcat.
It is perfect for Carcat. Please, for the love of God, drink some more water.
On the other hand, the vertical bifurcation has to do with the purpose of the relationship, regardless of the emotions behind it. Those quadrants, which are concupiscent, the flushed and colliginous, have to do with facilitating the elaborative reproductive cycle of trolls. Those which are conciliatory, the pale and ashen, would be more closely likened to platonic relationships by human standards. There are many parallels between human relationships and the various facets of troll romance. Humans have words to describe relationships of a negative nature or of a platonic nature. The difference is, for humans, those relationships would never be conceptually grouped with romance. Establishing those sorts of relationships for humans is driven by the same primal forces that drive our tendency to couple romantically. But for trolls, those primal forces involve themselves in the full palette of these relationships, red or black, torrid or friendly. Trolls typically feel strongly compelled to find balance in each quadrant, and seek gratifying relationships that each describes.
Carcat info dump is so good.
The challenge is particularly torturous for young trolls who must reconcile the wide range of contradictory emotions associated with this matrix, while understanding the nature of their various romantic urges for the first time. Of course, young humans have this challenge too, but for trolls, the challenge is fourfold. When two individuals find themselves in a flush quadrant together, they are said to be mate sprits. Mate spritship is the closest parallel to the human concept of romance trolls have. It plays a role in the troll's reproductive cycle just as it does for humans.
The mic
is
is
pretty
peaking a
obvious.
little bit. The mic is peaking a little bit. I'm not saying you have to fix it,
Not
though.
much more needs to be said about this. Moving right along. When a pair of adversaries delve into this quadrant, they become each other's kismesis. Kismesis. Ugh. As one of the concupiscent quadrants, it plays its role in procreation as well. There's no particularly good human translation for this concept. The closest would be an especially potent arch rivalry. For instance, human players would never be able to adequately diagnose the relationship between the queen and her archagent, but troll players could immediately place it as a dead ringer for kismicitude. 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 Kismicitude.
Somebody clip that.
They would think we were all pretty stupid for not getting it. And they would be right, and we would be right. Trolls have a complicated reproductive cycle, and it's probably best not to examine it in much detail. The need to seek out concupiscent partners comes with more urgency than typical reproductive instincts. When the Imperial drone comes knocking, you had better be able to supply genetic material to each of his filial pales. If you have nothing to offer, he will kill you without hesitation. The genetic material, without going into too much detail, is a combinative genetic mix from the mate sprit and kismesis pairs, respectively. The pales are all offered to the mother grub, who can only receive such pre-combined material. She then combines all of it into one incestuous slurry and begins her brooding. Now, this doesn't mean the initial combination was for naught, however. In the slurry, more dominant genes rise to the fore, while the more recessive find less representation in the brood. Especially strong mate sprit and kismesis materials yield more dominant genetic material. The more powerful the complement or potent the rivalry, the more dominant the genes. Troll reproduction sure is weird. We all take a moment to lament how pedestrian the human reproductive system is, and further lament that the phrase incestuous slurry is not a feature of common parlance in human civilization. This quadrant involves a particular type of three-way relationship of a black romance nature. Falling on the conciliatory side, it has no bearing on the reproductive cycle, except for indirect ramifications. When two trolls are locked in a feud or some otherwise contentious relationship, one can intervene and become their auspicious. The auspicious mediates between the two, playing the role of a peacekeeper, preventing the feud from boiling over into a fully collisionist rivalry. Since such lesser feuds are quite common among trolls, there's a significant need for auspicing parties. Without them, too many ashen feuds would become collisionists and begin to conflict with other exclusive kismesis relationships, leading to a great deal of social complexity and sore feelings, even more so than black romance usually involves. Without auspisticism, the result will be widespread black infidelity. The relationship each quadrant describes tends to be malleable, if not volatile, especially on the concupiscent half, where more torrid emotions reside. It doesn't take much to flip a switch and transmute black rom feelings to red rom, and vice versa. Hello?
Don't mind me.
In many cases,
I thought you were drinking water.
I'm just recording. I'm just recording the cat while you go. Don't mind me.
Okay, cool. In many cases, one party will have red feelings while the other has black, but will often be the case that one party's feelings will swap to match the other, since there is no quadrant which naturally accommodates such a disparity. Oh god. I'm like halfway through this.
You want me to take over?
No. I'm gonna see it through to the end. I'm a
We are all
bloodthirsty,
honoring-
god damn it.
We are all in great awe of your. I'm losing all of my words. Just know that we support you.
Thank
Oh
you.
my god. You're right, Swift. You
need
can
it.
do it.
But thereafter, it's not uncommon for the two to toggle between red and black in unison now and then. These scenarios naturally result in both red and black infidelities. And this sort of relationship volatility is why conciliatory relationships are an important part of troll romance. The whole time I'm reading this, I'm just placating myself with the knowledge that I get to read Penis Ouija. I will get there, I swear it.
Oh my god, you get to read Penis Ouija by yourself!
An auspice can stabilize particularly turbulent relationships. If the auspice fails to mediate properly, or has no interest in the role, or perhaps has different romantic intentions to him or herself altogether, then the relationship often quickly deteriorates into one of an especially hostile or torrid nature. There are many outside factors and influences tugging and pulling these relationships in different directions. And unlike humans, who have very orderly, simple, straightforward romantic relationships without exception, trolls exist in a state of almost perpetual confusion and generally have no idea what the hell is going on.
You're doing
Confused
so
by troll
good.
relationships is one thing we do have in common, though. This quadrant presides over moral allegiance, the other conciliatory relationship. A reasonable human translation would be the concept of a soulmate, but in a more platonic sense and with a more specific social purpose. Trolls are a very angry and violent race. Some are more hot-tempered than dangerous than others, to the extent that if left on their own devices, they would present a serious threat to society, or even to themselves. Such trolls will have an instinctive pale attraction to a more even-tempered troll, who may become their moirail. The moirail is obliged to pacify the other, to function as their better half. The two partners in a strong pale relationship will serve to balance and complement each other's emotional profiles and thus allow their other relationships to be more successful. It's often ambiguous, especially among young trolls, whether a bond is formed between an acquaintance is true moral allegiance. I threw an extra is in there, I don't give a shit. Or the usual variety of platonic involvement. Furthermore, romantic intentions of a more flush nature can often be mistaken for paler leanings, much to the frustration of the suitor. But some pale pairings, as the ones above, will be strikingly obvious to all who know them.
Drink some water, God.
God, you just can't get enough of this, can you?
No.
Never.
Point to transition out of this illustrated sociological study, but okay, if you insist. Now what's going on here is, it's perfectly simple. When the full matrix of troll romance is in action, we have, hey, why don't you figure it out? You should be an expert on all this stuff by now anyway. Later, our troll hero, yours truly, would try to explain this to our human hero, attempting to convey all the nuance of troll romance through a nearly verbatim recitation of the preceding excerpts. He would try to describe how rich and textured the troll romantic comedies were compared to the one-dimensional schlock of human cinematic counterparts. He would barely scratch the surface of troll Will Smith's virtuosity with the delicate lattice of troll romances as he would assist the bumbling, fudge-blooded troll Kevin James through the interwoven minefield briar patch of red rum and black rum entanglements, comma, all the while sifting through his own prickly romantic situation and ultimately learning the true meaning of hate and pity. Period. But would they succeed before the Imperial drone came knocking with his thirsty pails at the ready? Yes, they would. But John didn't understand any of this because he is a moron. And he wouldn't shut up about his awful bullshit Earth movies. He would just go on and on and on about that garbage. But if there was one theme to be hammered through his thick skull, it would be the troll's cultural preoccupation with romantic destiny. Yes, the troll romantic landscape is rife with false starts and miscues and infidelities, red and black. But every troll believes strongly that each quadrant holds one and only one true pairing for them. And it is just a matter of time before the grid is filled with auspicious matchups through the mysterious channels of troll serendipity. In short, their belief is that for each quadrant there exists a pair or triad of trolls somewhere in the cosmos that were made for each other.
Wow.
Holy shit! Oh my god.
Wow.
That's what just happened, bitch!
I think we need a moment of silence for Dew's voice.
No, fuck that. His voice will die in vain. Wow. We're continuing.
Holy shit,
Oh
dude.
yeah!
Are you able to speak in a normal voice now, or are you just stuck in car cat voice forever?
I'll let you know.
That's what just happened, bitch!
All right.
Booyah, Spike.
All right, now you're definitely trolling us. Come on.
Ah!
I'm actually sweating right now.
Recap then?
Nah, I think we're good.
Reel it in.
Yeah, okay, I guess I've trolled you guys enough. Where were we? Oh yeah, Slick.
Move this along.
It's bad enough you had to watch this broad smooch a corpse and this kid bawl his eyes out once already, even if it was centuries ago. Next!
Arrow.
Oh, for the love of... Why would they even design a button like that if it doesn't print the right advancement characters? You are getting really tired of mashing the equals key.
Type equal 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 equal. Then arrow.
Tap, 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 tap. Pound.
Arrow.
This moon is different. It's very purple and quiet. Doesn't look like anyone here is awake yet.
Arrow.
Not like the yellow moon you were just dreaming about. Plenty of friends there, all up and around making a racket. It was fun for a while, until you woke up with honey in your mouth, killed your Lucis, saved a princess, and died. Luckily, you had a couple lives to spare.
Arrow.
Most other players only get one extra, but you're kind of a special case.
And that's where the team division comes from.
Huh. Wait, she does. Oh, she doesn't get one.
Mm-hmm.
Boy!
It's like they're made for each other.
Boy!
Huh?
Go ahead to the next
My
page.
boy!
This is me.
My boy.
Boy! Oh there! Red and blue eye boy! Oh! You remember this? did not get the chance to formally greet you. I suspect this is what made you angry. But worry not, I have been brushing up on your troll etiquette. Pardon me while I consult the appropriate pages. It will only be a moment. This book is very thick.
Just what you need. Another voice of the eminently deceased invading your head. Haven't they caused you enough trouble already? Get it out!
Troll etiquette sure is confusing.
Get it out, 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 get it out!
Oh, jeez!
Arrow!
Boom.
Move out at the speed of sound, because you got places to go. Follow your rainbow, Sullux.
You've wasted enough time on sleeping and dying. You've got to get back to adventuring while the adventuring's good. And also change out of these stupid pajamas.
Ooh.
That was actually good, because there's 2 colors there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get back to adventuring.
The revived Mage of Doom returns to the land of brains and fire for a surprise rendezvous with the Witch of Life.
Doom, 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 doom,
Arrow!
doom.
Prodcole, Prodcole, Prodcole. Hey, what the heck is going on in here?
What the fuck? Vriska, get back to adventuring.
Somewhere on Lomat, the thief and the page plunder the untold riches of innumerable pointless side quests.
Arrow. Arrow? What the? LSD simulator?
That's Spoonbutt.
Boom bonds.
Arrow.
It's money. It's game money.
Arrow. Arrow.
The thief is proving useless, completely unresponsive to commands. You'll need to rely on someone else. Someone less stubborn. Someone craftier.
8th exile. Type arrow switch 2. Arrow.
While the Knight of Blood charges ahead, the Seer of Mind remains behind to unravel the mysteries of the land of thought and flow.
Seer. It's time.
It's the voice again. You were wondering when she'd come back. This time, you are ready for her.
Retrieve chalk.
Oh shit, I'll be back. I just realized what's coming up in like 10 pages.
Yeah, okay.
You search for the appropriate card through your scratch and sniff modus. The card will be unmistakable. It is the one that smells like a fruity rainbow that makes you sneeze.
Arrow.
Chalk.
Arrow. Inquire.
And for what? Begin your mission. What mission? Must eliminate the arc agent. Exile Jack Noir.
Nepeta. Surely you must be adventuring by now.
Land
In
of
the-
little cubes and tea.
Read
Why,
the
yes.
acronym. Notice what the acronym for that is.
LOCAT! Why, yes, as a matter of fact, it does appear that the Rogue of Heart has been keeping herself quite busy.
Aggress. Arrow. Damn, fucking badass. Arrow. Arrow. Arrow.
Saccharine disposition! Meow!
Arrow.
How discreet!
Arrow.
Ecocide! Little cubes everywhere!
Cubes!
Ah, damn, what voice did I give him again?
Yeah, he was strong bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh! Arrow.
Cubes.
You inquire into whereabouts of the Maid of Time. The Heir of Void has no idea where she went. She just disappeared.
Aqueous, get up and commence the adventuring.
The underlings have been getting enormous lately. Must have been something one of those other clowns prototyped. Speaking of clowns,
Answer, Carcat.
It does not appear to be a message from Karkat directed at you specifically. He has just updated one of the many memos on the trans-timeline bulletin board he set up a while ago. You've since no longer bothered keeping up with the endless and mostly incomprehensible communique. But while checking the update, you can't help but skim through the first memo in the long sequence, which was written hours ago from your present perspective.
Aquis, read first memo.
Okay. I think I set this up right. Fuck, I should have come up with a better board name, but I guess that's the name it was supposed to have, since that's the name that I already read. Well, that probably won't make sense to anybody. Whatever, it's just a stupid name. Let's just do this. This is a public bulletin using Trollian's weird trans timeline features, which I don't even really understand yet, but I'm guessing might be useful. I've included all 12 players in the subscription list, so you should all be able to read these memos at any time. That is, all the memos posted past and future, I think. It could get pretty temporally confusing, obviously. I'm going to try and keep the memos as simple and as linear as possible. Also, let's keep this a one-way bulletin to make this as simple as possible. Do not reply to my memos. This is not a fucking chat room, assholes. If you have something to say to me in response to a memo, message me in private at the appropriate point on the timeline. First order of business is about the teams. As of now, you should all be aware there's really only one team and we are all working together. And by now, I mean time local to me as of writing this. So if you're reading this in the past, okay, first of all, how the fuck do you even know about this feature already? Second, why didn't you fucking tell me? Whatever, I digress. If you're reading this in the future, then who cares? It's probably old news to you. Actually, now that I think about it, what's so special about reading this in the future? It's like any bulletin board. You post stuff and it sits there for a while, and people in the future read it. Huh. Big fucking deal, I guess.
Oh my god, Carcat, who cares?
PCG banned PGC from responding to memo. Anyway, like I was saying, one big team over which I have assumed total leadership. I will assume that it will continue to stay this way for the duration of our quest, and that I will remain an impeccable leader for a span of hundreds of hours while I guide us all to a stunning victory. In fact, I don't even need to assume. I browsed through this whole bulletin in advance, and it does appear to be the case. Go me. In fact, since I've seen what I... In fact, since I've seen what I will be writing in the future, I wonder what impetus I have for writing it later when I'm supposed to. I wonder if I can just copy-paste it. Hold on. Damn. I guess they thought of that. I don't know. I tried to look at the whole bulletin again, but now that I've opened this one from the beginning, I can't see the whole thing anymore. Unless I look at it on one of your computers? Or maybe if you send it like a text file to me. Or what that calls a paradox or something. You know what? This is so stupid. I actually remember reading all this shit like a half hour ago, and now here I am typing it anyway. I probably can't avoid typing any of this. How weird is that? I hate time travel. KK, I'm basically just laughing my ass off here reading this. Wow. Holy fucking shit, are you people stupid? Dude, don't worry, I won't fuck up your memo for long. I just can't believe this was the big reason you wanted to future me to help you open up those ports. You basically just babble about paradoxes and argue with yourself for hundreds of pages. Okay, so you're saying this now from like 5 hours in the future just to give me a hard time. Nice. Well, thanks for the help. So when do I ban you, future boy? A few lines down after I pretend like I'm going to die. I'm sure for a laugh on account of my imminent banning. How could you even do that to me? So cold, man. Are you really still sore at me 5 hours later for running that virus? God damn, get over it. It was your fucking virus anyway. You're to blame. No, bro, we're cool about that. Now, future you is connecting with me so I can enter the game. Oh, yeah? Yeah, so thanks for that 5 hours in advance. This is BS, isn't it? Trolling me from the future. How juvenile can you get? No, man, it's true. We're bulge-bumping pupa pals again. Oh, fuck this condescending future know-it-all act. We aren't bumping shit. You are so banned. No, not the ban. It burns. Oh, God. Wait, oh, God, it does burn. Something's wrong. I'm serious. That horrible psychic noise. The voices, they're all going to die. Oh shit, I'm bleeding. Shit. This is bad. I have to get her in quick. Got to go.
Oh wow, that actually happened.
PCG bans PTA from responding to memo.
Oh,
and so the
yeah,
porcine
yeah.
hoof belonging to the swollen hag known as Lady Destiny has stomped another throat. Which one of you fuckers is next? Nobody? Okay, good. Although I'm fairly sure I remember someone else chiming in before I close this memo. Yeah, disordered shit you ADD disordered shit rinsers can't keep your lascivious prongs out of the roll hole, can you? Solix, for future reference or past reference or whatever, if you want to do that kind of role playing, you can start your own bulletin. You can all act brain dead like brain dead ass wipes in your own festering flap of paradox space. Fine with me. Everyone will be so confused by the time paradoxes it will distract them from how awful their terrible hobbies are. Choose your classes now. Level 69 Nook Sniffer is up for grabs. Who wants it? No, that's not an invitation for you fucking nerds to come in here and correct me on your goddamn fairy elves. Just do me a favor and keep me banned from that one, okay? I'll return the favor if you nerd up my memos. I seriously can't believe how many fucking nerds there are on this team. Just remember, this is my personal podium, a stump, if you will, for sole use by me as later for important leadership business. God. Ugh. This is so embarrassing. What was I even thinking? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. PCG banned FGC for responding to memo.
He banned
I'm fed up
himself?
with this memo. Gonna close it out. You'll hear from me again later when I got something else to say. Just scroll down, you douche. Because it's all right there already. Because of time travel. I know, right? Anyway, just to reiterate, full steam ahead. Later is me forever, obviously. Peace the fuck out, D-bags.
Alright, now real quick, I'm pretty sure, actually, let me pull it up now that I'm thinking about it. I'm pretty sure, dude, didn't you actually volunteer to voice Equius, but then when he actually got introduced, you missed out?
Yeah.
Uh,
I like the strong bad voice for.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Spaz.
I would like to add to this useless memorandum that I still don't recognize the validity of your leadership.
Sweet mother grubs oozing vestigial third oral sphincter. How can you people be so stupid?
It may be true that we are all playing in the same session, but I see no reason to disband the former power structure, especially if it means instituting a tactical midget with a short fuse, a foul mouth, and I'm burping, and paralyzing insecurity over the color of his blood. That is all I have to say.
Oh, I have a short fuse? That's very funny! You can almost hear me laugh over the sound of the robot you're probably beating to death. Or doing worse, too. Hey, you do kiss your robots, right? Well, we might as well clear the air as long as we're broadcasting this across the entire space-time continuum.
Not usually.
The funny thing is, in the future, everyone will recognize me as the undisputed leader. Even you. You will be standing on the tippy toes of your idiotic metal shoes, taking delicate perches of my nubby horns and hoisting yourself over my head to put your sweatiest tough guy smooch upon my twitching spine lump. It will be tender and deferential, like a pauper kissing a noble's ring. Just scroll down and read the logs.
Nowhere have I seen evidence of this. Most of this is you from various points in time raving about nonsense and arguing with yourself. Do you realize that here, in the future, this bulletin has come to be regarded as something of a joke? A lengthy piece of comedy, often quoted amongst ourselves in the private moments of levity. It seems I'm the one to inform you of this upfront. It seems I'm the one to inform you of this upfront, which is likely why you persist with the ingratiating charade against better judgment.
You're getting off on this, aren't you?
Yes, what do you mean?
Well, this excites you, being the tough guy and pretending like you're putting the awesome leader in his place. You're probably working up a good sweat. Hope you alchemized a bunch of spare towels. Hey, why don't you and them with your spongy brain for extra exorbancy?
How do you know about my perspiration problem? Wait, I mean, aside from reading about it in this memo. Wait. Fudgesicles.
PCG banned CCT from responding to memo. PCG closed memo.
Arrow.
Drop
What about
it
the
to
queen?
Fucking mic.
Okay, wow. My god, Dark Text Lady, I get it. Oh, I don't think so. Where are you then? Okay, sorry I asked. No, it's okay because
Arrow.
I don't want to run out of red. Because red is the best and tastes the best.
Arrow.
You are a strange and funny girl.
Begin another memo.
This is as good a time as any to start a new memo. In fact, it's a better time than any, because according to the laws of chat client predestination, I don't really have a choice, do I? Fuck. It doesn't matter, it's still a good time to do it. People, we need to get organized here. Shit is getting serious. We are about to embark on Operation Regisurp, a cunning plan devised by double Archagent Jack Noir to exile the Black Queen. We will need all hands on deck for this, even the idiots. And once again, a reminder, do not troll me in these memos from any point in time, or it's an insta-ban. Also a note to my future self, if you feel the need to say something smug, do me a favor and shove a throb stock in it. Just sit there patiently and wait for me to become you in the due course of time, thus improving your intellect dramatically.
Wait. Is a Throbstock a dildo?
Maybe?
Probably.
It's
Or
hard to
just a
say.
dick. I think he's just saying eat a dick. Or intellects, plural. I forgot there are a lot of you fuckers out there. All of you just sip your shoots. I mean, seriously, like there's nothing better to do in the future? It's the future, for God's sake. A realm of endless fucking possibilities. Now, before we get started, let's take a toll of the situation at this point in time. My point in time. Who's in so far, who's not, etc.
Hey, sorry for busting in on the memo, but I can't get a hold of you. You're not answering.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
His advice is fucking useless. All he told me was to enjoy a beverage.
No, dude, don't drink that shit. If we're up to him, we would all drink Fago at once in some ritualistic rap clown suicide pact.
Yeah.
But instead of committing the suicide, the thing that we all accomplish is becoming instantaneous assholes with awful taste.
I mean, it's not even that bad. It's just soda, but whatever. This isn't the point.
This isn't the venue for airing your future problems, Count C, dipshit.
No, I know. It's just got a problem with peppery, and I'm really kind of sitting here in bad shape about it, emotionally speaking.
Oh, okay. Well, I get that. I hear you, bro. But this is still not the right place for this, so I've got to ban you. CCG bans FCA from responding to memo. But seriously, just get in touch with me in private about it, okay, man? We'll get your shit straightened out. Okay, is everybody good? Just gonna sit here for a minute, local time, and see if anyone else has any shit they want to scrape off their bulge onto my clean nutrition plateau. Nobody? Great, wonderful. I now officially declare the nonsense portion of this memo to be over. This decree shall be binding and lasting. Back to planning Regisurp. Bear down, everybody. This is fucking important, and there's a queen on the loose, and we gotta show a bitch the door. Unfucking-leavable.
Arcat! I'm sorry, but do you have any idea how funny this thing is? I mean, this whole thing, I can't stop laughing.
Hey, can future you mind prevent me from hitting the ban button? I'm genuinely curious. Go ahead, try to stop me. I dare you.
I'm not going to try. I'm just here to say this whole thing is ridiculous. I didn't really need you to pretend to be a little angry. We didn't really need you to pretend to be a little angry general to get any of this done. We kicked the queen out of there, so no sweat. It was easy. In fact, I did most of the work myself, right before I found all the treasure and scaled all the rungs.
Oh, all of them, you say? Fascinating. Hey, forget the ban button. Use your mind powers to help me locate the desperately attempt to give a shit button. Whoops. We both failed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't exist.
Hey, I'm gone. I just think you should relax. Wait, you were wound up so tight through the whole adventure, and now here in the present, you're about to explode. It's insufferable.
Hey, everybody, did you hear that? Super Future Riska has an important life lesson for us all. We don't have to worry about our present responsibilities and obligations, because as it turns out, in the future, all that stuff already happened. We're off the fucking hook. Time to relax. Let's all crawl into our cocoons and get busy stimulating our autoerogenous shame globes. First one to start a wank fire gets a shiny boon dollar. This is an order from your leader. CCG banned FAG from responding to memo. Later, FAG. Too bad the acronym wasn't HAG. Instead, it would have suited you better instead of that nonsense word. Maybe its association with you will colloquially cause it to take on a negative connotation. What do you think? Maybe FAG will be the new burn, even though it really means nothing in our language. I don't know, this is stupid. Forget it. Okay, I'm rambling here. I'm aware of that. Future me, don't you fucking dare weigh in on this. I know what you're thinking. If I were future me, which I guess I am, I would read this and be all over it. Like, damn it, Carcat, what do you think you're doing? Get to the point. Yeah, pretty much. CCG banned FCG from responding to memo. So I'm saying it to myself already here and now, so I won't have to later. Got it, you trenchant, backbiting pricks? I'm just yelling right now. I have no characterization in this voice whatsoever. Damn, I'm losing my train of thought. Maybe I'll pick it up again as a fresh memo later. I don't know if that's right, though, because I vaguely remember this one being longer than that. Huh.
Hey.
That's you, Spaz.
Hey.
No, the shy guy.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Avros.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I thought since it looks like you're saying out of important memo stuff, you're out of important memo stuff to say, maybe you could help me here since I don't know where you are now, but maybe help me about a thing that has to do with a girl, like a romance thing you might know about.
You people are imbeciles. All of you. I am not posting these memos to counsel you on your past and future dating problems. Why are you all such basket cases? I don't know what to even say anymore.
Okay, I'm just sort of lying on Visca's floor.
No, you're ahead.
Oh.
It's just sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Should I ban you? What's even the point anymore? One of you stooges will be right on the last one's heels with another sob story. Just hurry up and tell me what your problem is, bro.
Okay, I'm sort of lying on Visca's floor right now, like in her block, lying down. You know, because I can't walk.
Oh no shit! Really? You can't be serious. When did this happen?
Yeah. Anyway, she tried to kiss me. Well, she didn't try. She actually did, and then kind of dropped me. And also, we're now wearing costumes. Wow, I'm not explaining this well.
This is so fucked up. What have you gotten yourself into?
And to make it a lot weirder, there's an angry voice in my head. I don't think it's Rufio this time. Rufio's not that angry. He's also imaginary, like a fake made-up friend. You know, like the way fairies are.
God, actually, I remember reading this bullshit. Or skimming it, at least. How can I forget? More loony block theater, and here I am drawing up the curtains for you guys like a dope.
Anyway, I think Viscra is upset about it, and she's not talking or anything. What do I do?
Okay, well, I can advise you and stuff, but you do realize this is a public bulletin. We should be having this chat in private. Everybody can read this, even her. I mean, fuck, she was just here talking about you, dummy. You dummy.
I know I read that, but that's future her, which doesn't seem so bad. Maybe future her can read this, and I guess no, I'm sorry about it. I didn't mean to hurt her feelings.
Well, fine. If you want to broadcast a trans timeline apology, then fine. But you should realize the future is kind of a wide open thing. I mean, she could read this like 2 minutes in the future as well as 600 hours. At that point, you would essentially be talking to present her, completely defeating the purpose of your spineless message in a bottle apology.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't really think of that.
Hi. Hardcat, shut up. This does not concern you.
Okay, whatever. My memo, but whatever.
Hi. Wow, hi.
Bros, it's okay, really. You don't feel that way about me. That's fine. I shouldn't have expected any different. I can deal with it. I'm not a wimp like you. I roll with bad breaks all the time. No biggie. In fact, I already have dealt with it. I was over here dealing with it while you were over there on the floor fooling around with your computer after a cute girl tried to kiss you for some reason. As it turned out, fooling around with your computer to go cry on future Carcat's shoulder about this?
Yeah.
You are a strange and funny boy, Tavros.
Oh god, this is completely hilarious. Now I see why everyone has been ripping all my memos.
Carcat, I said shut the fuck up. Anyway, though totally unnecessary, your apology is accepted.
Yeah, I'll try.
Your head again. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now pick yourself up off the floor so we can go wring some fucking trash out of this miserable magic rock.
Yeah, I'll try.
Actually, never mind. I'll be over there to help you with that too, kind of like I do with everything. Just lie still and try not to start crying or anything, and wait a few minutes for your time frame to catch up with mine.
What?
Exactly. I am smarter than you. You see, you're learning.
Fuck, enough already. There, great. Another happy couple in whatever hideous quadrant this batshit pairing will sustain. Now off you go. CCG banned PAT and PAG from responding to memo. Holy hell, this is exhausting. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. Okay, maybe I'll take a minute to collect my thoughts and get back on topic here. No, you won't. This one is particularly nauseating in retrospect. I'm shutting this down. FCG banned CCG from responding to memo. FCG closed memo.
I believe this is Heart's boxcar saying, "Hey, Runt."
What voice was that?
Gave him like this really annoying high-pitched voice.
Wait. Wasn't Hearts Boxcars the Georgia-looking guy, the Georgia-sounding guy?
It was either Hearts,
Oh, no, that was
Boxcars, or
Diamond's
Diamond's
Droog.
Droog.
Never mind. You're right.
Yeah, so I gave him a high-pitched one.
Hey, Runt! I said get your ass up and go kiss the gal, you pipsqueak!
Wait, you gotta read the stuff on the screen.
Oh,
Two ones on the
right.
picture.
Hey, Runt! Get up, Runt! Get up on those goddamn jelly legs of yours! Go kiss the girl! I said, get your ass up and go kiss the girl, you pipsqueak! You're making me mad, Runt! Kiss the girl! I'll rip your hearts off and pull it through your eyes! I'll pop your little head like a grape! You're a wimp, you know that? You make me sick.
Oh, hi, Cap.
Yep.
Kiss her! Kiss her, you wimp! Get up and kiss the girl!
You are having trouble bringing yourself to get up and kiss the girl.
You kiss that girl this instant!
Oh god, he's shipping.
You cannot do it. You cannot kiss the girl.
Thief. Thief. You'll need to be strong. There's important work for you to do.
Arrow.
And in time, though prone to distraction and obstinacy, she would. But not alone.
Arrow.
To bring every circle closed, her partner and rival would have to be guided in tandem. The thief and the seer were to serve as twin lashes of the scourge cracked by a quasi-royal against her own former kingdom to settle a score, to make him pay. Scourge's black inches would rip red miles through Durst, and the bright rivers gushing from its wounds would wash her mutineers down the drains of exile. In time, they would have to answer for their treason. Patience would be necessary, but then she'd recently come into all the time in the universe.
Arrow! Snowman, continue briefing.
Okay, then what? Find the ring before he does. Where is it? Retrieve the ring from the royal vault. Then destroy it.
Arrow! Arrow! Arrow up the hole! Arrow out of the hole! Arrow out of the skull! Centuries ago!
Land of raisin. And yet, right now, the Sylph of Space was able to vacate the impact site with several features of her buried landscape in tow. She sits atop her session's dormant forge.
Arrow! Kanya, reply to memo.
Want me to be Kanaya again?
I'm good either way.
I'll be Kanaya.
Okay.
Fine then. Since past me just banned current me from the preceding memo and doesn't appear to give a shit about my future wisdom as usual, looks like I'll just have to start another memo from scratch. Hey, past me, go have a blast killing the king. I'm sure it'll be awesome. Excuse me. In fact, it was awesome. Bang up job with that, dude. Too bad it was all a huge waste of time. Oh? What's that, past hole? You didn't read this and figure that out ahead of time? Or maybe you just skimmed this and it didn't get through your thick bulge? What a shock! Memo within memo to present self. Put forth a more concerted effort to impress upon everyone in the past, myself included, what a bunch of fucking idiots they are. I am learning a valuable lesson today. It turns out that you can't alter the outcome of decisions made by morons, no matter how much you yell at them. All you can really do is give them a hard time and try to make their lives just a little more miserable. Which sounds like a more noble pursuit than changing destiny for the better anyway, frankly. Losers should be forced to face the music, even for mistakes they haven't made yet. Their punishment is being allowed to make the mistake in the first place. Talk about poetic justice. And then getting soundly berated before, during, and after the mistakes are being made is just a mucus on the grub loaf. The sweet, tangy mucus. This is dumb. Why did I ever think these memos were going to be a good idea? Nobody cares. I mean, nobody's even trolling me anymore. And I'm leaving myself wide open too, saying some pretty dumb things here. I guess maybe I wrote too many and filled too many of them with long arguments with myself. Nobody's gonna read through all of this. All the valuable information is just getting lost in the yelling. You stupid, stupid idiot. Oh, fuck you. Why'd you start another memo then? I guess there are a couple things I want to get off my chest, okay? Oh god, now I'm arguing with current me. I didn't even notice I was doing it. This is really fucked up. I gotta pull it together. Think back to what we might have done wrong. But the thing is, as much as our past selves are a bunch of stubborn, unlistening assholes, I can't even really identify any mistakes we made. It was all pretty much like clockwork. A 600-hour campaign to complete a game like this is pretty good if you ask me. And I have asked me. It turns out me agrees. That's some Dr. Seuss shit right there.
Nice.
I can't shake the feeling someone else must be responsible for this. It doesn't seem like it was something that happened that was supposed to happen in our session. Solix has the same intuition about it as me. He thinks there's something fishy about it. It's really insufferable the way her fish puns have rubbed off on him. It kind of makes me want to vomit. Anyway, he says he's working on tracing the origin of this disaster. If I find out who's responsible, I will. I don't even want to think about it now. Waste a good fresh rage. I'm a little tired of all the old things I've been angry about. It's gotten so stale. In a weird way, I'm sort of looking forward to having something new to be pissed off about. It's not like there's anything else to live for now. Anyway, so I'm keeping my prongs crossed. It will be like fucking 12th Paragee's Eve up in here. Last Sweeps Eve, it was probably the last happy memory I have, in fact. What did you guys do for the last holiday? Anyone? I remember my Lucis had been gone for days and I was starting to get worried. But then he finally returned, triumphant. He brought the fresh behemoth leaving into our hive and together we decorated it. And I don't know. That's all I can say. I'm getting a lump in my squawk blister. I guess I'm done. I'm gonna lie down now on the steel floor of this frigid meteor drifting through the black, uncaring void of our null session. Null, kinda like this memo, I guess. Later.
I don't think we did anything special.
Whoa, hey, what?
Last 12th, we stayed in, and I read stories to her. It was nice.
Oh, that's cool. This is the first time you've responded to a memo that I can recall. You took it right down to the wire. I was just about to close this thing.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but then I noticed a conversation in which I was a participant. Which, as it turns out, is the conversation taking place right now. I scanned it briefly and then perused other memos from my presence. I found none and returned to this one, but my part of the conversation was gone. I regarded this as a prompt to begin typing and record my contributions live. That is how this works, isn't it?
Pretty much. For a while, it was frustrating. When I discovered the feature, I kind of breezed through all my future memos, not really reading all of them carefully or thoroughly. Then I looked at it again, and the whole board was gone because it was time to make it in the first place, so I did. And then I kept making memos with only foggy recollections of what they contained, while giving all these other chumps from different timelines kept giving me shit, including myself. But it was all good as I eventually became my own future selves and got to be on the other sides of those conversations, and could do my past selves the service of informing them how stupid they were being. I stopped bothering trying to remember how any of these memos went. Honestly, the last few weeks have been a blur to me. Just non-stop yelling at myself, haggling with past and future knuckleheads, killing monsters and solving puzzles, cycling through all the gates of planets like 100 times, zigzagging down to the battlefield, out to the Vale, over the Prospect, back to Durst, on and on and on like that until we thought we won. But we didn't win. We lost. We lost as hard as fat guys fall.
What exactly happened?
Did you read the memo just before this?
No.
I'll give it a read. I'm done ranting about all that for now.
All right. In a moment.
But yeah, that's how Trollian's timeline stuff works. You'll get used to it. Or not, since apparently this is your only memo reply. You are pretty shrewd in sidestepping this whole clusterfuck.
It seems like a logical way to engineer a system wherein one simultaneously functions as the reader and author of the transcripts. It's temporally sound construction.
You're the only one who thinks so. Hell, you probably would have had been a better maid of time than the one we were stuck with. He's completely shit-hive maggots. Don't even get me started.
I think we are given roles to challenge us that don't necessarily suit our strengths. At least I was. I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Oh, sure you do. Or you will. Trust me, you'll do fine. So what prompted you to respond anyway? I mean, aside from being strong-armed by conversational predestination.
Oh, at this point I'm not even sure if I'm inclined to ask anymore.
You might not have a choice. Do you remember this memo was much longer than this?
There is a good way to go, I think, yeah.
Well, then might as well spit it out.
It's such a silly question.
Red or black? Your problem, does it pertain to red ROM or black ROM interests?
That's not what this is about.
Oh, come on. People have been using these memos to sift through their romantic problems for weeks. I'm a fucking veteran at this shit by now. Seriously, I don't mind. It'll be a welcome reprieve from shouting at myself.
I'm not sure what to say about it.
Didn't you at least get a sense of what this conversation was about when you skimmed it?
Not really. If I were thinking about it, I probably wouldn't have wanted to anyway. Don't you think it's better to have unrehearsed conversations, even if the subject matter is awkward?
Yes, I completely agree. It's good you didn't read it. We can avoid the sort of verbal slapstick routines I'm sick to fucking death of by now. I am so tired of people being all coy and telling me what we're about to say before we say it, and then we wind up fucking saying it anyway. And then we prove to the invisible Riddler that his father time beyond a shadow of a doubt what a bunch of fucking idiots we are. Do you have any idea how old that gets after a while? So really, tell me. I know it's on your mind. I got a sense for these things. R or B?
Okay, red then. But I guess not really red enough.
Well, isn't that always the case? Story as old as time, even in places where, strictly speaking, time didn't exist until recently. Who's the target of these flush leanings, if you don't mind my asking?
It's not the asking I mind, it's the telling in a public forum.
I don't think anyone's raiding. Did you notice anyone else join in later?
No, it appeared to just be the two of us.
See? Nobody cares enough to bother.
I don't know whether that's reassuring or just a bit disheartening.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. Their disinterest is more a reflection on me than you.
Disinterest is the operative concept here. She's not even responding to my messages anymore. Could be busy, but I'm rapidly approaching a resolution to discard the preposterous infatuation.
She? Well, I guess that narrows it down somewhat.
Shit.
If I think back on events knowing this, I could probably piece it together.
How about if I agree to consult with you about it in private, we can drop it here before you crack me like a vault with your weird romance sleuthing acumen.
All right, deal.
It still puzzles me that you are so versed on the topic. Do you have access to a manual archived on a remote server somewhere?
What? No, of course not. I don't actually know all that much. I just know this stuff will drive you shit hive maggots if you don't figure out how to deal with it.
That figure of speech you keep using puzzles me too.
Like, not that I expect you to give a shit, but personally, I'm all twisted up about Black Rom stuff, especially. Honestly, I don't think I was cut out to have a kismesis. I think my standards are way too high. Did you know that? This feels insane to admit, but over the course of this adventure, at times I actually began to suspect I was my own kismesis. How fucked up is that?
I'm not qualified to say. Neither romance nor psychology are my strong suits.
But obviously it's not true. I never even did any legit time traveling where I could meet myself. I just bickered with past and future ghosts on a chat client. Fitting, really. Every collisionist adversary I've ever contemplated has eluded me like a phantom. Even myself. Whatever. I'm done with it.
And what of Scarlet ambitions? Fare any better in that quadrant?
No, I'm not airing that shit out here. Maybe privately. It's private. Let's change the subject. What were you originally gonna ask me?
Oh, fine. Here's this silly question for you. I was just wondering, given your vantage of hindsight, if you'd had cause to believe at any point in time... You've had cause to observe at any point in time magic. Like, real magic. I guess what I'm asking is magic a real thing?
Wow. You're right. That is kind of the dumbest fucking question I've ever heard.
No, it's just that I have a good reason to believe magic is real. Our ancient predecessors discovered how to use it, but then they may have surpassed us in skill by a great deal.
You put way too much stock in that ratty old guide. But anyway, no, we never used magic. I mean, let me try to put into perspective how ridiculous the whole notion is anyway. We can alchemize practically anything with the right materials and grist. We can, and did, make super powerful weapons and items that can do practically anything. What additional advantage could magic offer? All this shit is practically magic anyway, but more like goofy science-y magic, you know?
Sure.
But everything here is kind of magic in a way, isn't it? Fortune-telling dream clouds and golden moons and shit. If you look around, there's magic everywhere in this bitch. It's all around us. Motherfucking miracles, right? What do you need magic for, anyway?
I'm running out of ideas. I need to figure out a way to stoke this volcano, in case you and the others are successful in recovering the Queen's ring.
You'll figure it out, and you won't need magic. Trust me. Just be patient. The answer will come to you somehow.
I guess you would know.
Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. At least as far as the details of the adventure go, we were all pretty awesome at this game. Really awesome, in fact. Until a little while ago, when it turned out we weren't actually all that awesome. Turns out we were pretty fucking unawesome all along.
Still baffled by what could conceivably cause such a crisis in awesomeness post-victory.
Well, for starters, have you scrolled up to the top of the timelines yet?
No?
Check that out. Maybe read a few recent memos. But other than that, it's not for you to concern yourself with. Just deal with getting through the quest. I'll catch up with you about it when you catch up with me on the timeline, which happens to be right now.
Say hi to me for myself.
Okay, I probably won't do that, but all right. What the hell are you doing over there anyway?
Mean future me?
Yeah, you're messing around with your chainsaw. While Tavros is sleeping on the floor. Oh god, fuck! What are you doing?
What? What did I do?
Okay, everything's fine, I guess.
What happened?
I passed out for about an hour. Fucking embarrassing. You are out of your goddamn mind, you know.
Shit hive maggots, you mean?
Yeah, in a good way, though. Okay, I'm shutting this memo down for my past self since he's currently lying unconscious on the floor an hour ago. See you in the future now.
Done.
FCG2 banned CGA and FCG from responding to memo. FCG2 closed memo.
Why would people skip to this point? Like, all of the, like, no, like, all this, like, weird future shit, like, if you skip the previous stuff, it wouldn't mean as much. Kanaya.
Welcome to Act 5.
Kanaya,
Yeah,
scroll up.
honestly.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Fly up. And arrow. Yoing.
Swoosh!
Arrow.
Sniff, sniff. How to razzle. How to razzle. How. Sniff, sniff, sniff.
Arrow. Arrow. Terezi, respond.
Okay, I got your message. Thanks for not hassling me about it in one of the memos to get my attention. I appreciate that. Unless you did, but it was in a future memo I haven't written yet, in which case have a big time fuck you about that in advance.
No, I didn't bug you about it in your stupid memos. They are annoying, and I'm tired of getting banned for no reason.
Posting them in them at all is the reason. You're not supposed to reply memos. Period. That's the reason.
Maybe I will start my own bulletin board, and everyone will be allowed to reply anytime they want, except for guys with nubby horns. Oh no, they will not be able to reply at all. Grumpy car cats will be expressly forbidden from Rainbow Rumpus Party Town.
Sounds lame.
By the way, that will be the name of the board in case that wasn't clear.
Yeah, I got that. This is an empty threat because if you made a board at any point on the timeline, I'd be able to see it and read the whole thing already. Wait. Oh god, you actually did.
Yes! Future Terezi is looking pretty cool right about now.
Look, I don't care about the Fruity Rumpus asshole factory. What's all this about going after the Queen's ring?
Well, the thing that is all about it is, we have to go after the Queen's ring. It is a new mission.
But we're still in the middle of trying to pull off Regisurp with Jack. Why don't we take that one mission at a time?
Yeah, about that. The whole point is to destroy the ring so Jack doesn't get it.
Why would we want to do that? Jack's an ally.
Also, the mission sort of involves exiling Jack too.
This is bullshit. We're not exiling Jack. He's cool.
Cat, he is not that cool.
Yes, he is. He's a total badass with a fuck ton of blades and shit, and he's helping us out.
Hey, I think it's pretty cute that you sort of look up to him like that, but seriously, I do not get a good feeling from him. He kind of...
Stinks. Let me act shocked like I didn't see that coming. Oh fuck, I forgot my horns. I always forget them. Oh.
No! Well, sort of. He doesn't smell bad, actually. He smells really clean and shiny and dark, 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 like an oil slick, and there's a tiny hint of licorice in there, too. It's more like the way he moves. I smell his smooth motions and the way he squints his eyes, and it gives me this really nervous feeling.
What a surprise! You're dragging your schizophrenic nose into this. What outstanding character weakness! Objection, your tyranny! The bottom line is, I am not going to exile Jack because you believe you can smell malice off of an interpretive dance.
Cat, he's a jerk. He has stabbed you on more than one occasion.
Some of those stabbings were accidental. Okay, well, I know for a fact the third time was accidental. Anyway, you've beaten the shit out of me a few times yourself.
I didn't draw blood. I mean, I could have to satisfy my curiosity, but I didn't as a courtesy to you, since you still want to keep it a secret from me like a petulant little wiggler.
Hey, I promise I'd tell you. I just wasn't ready, okay?
Well, it's okay. I know what color your blood is anyway.
No, you don't.
Yep, I totally do.
Lies. I've been very careful. Not like you, all you classless shitbags who slop your blood all over the place every goddamn minute like it's some weird fetish. What?
Well, hold on.
What is it?
Said hold on. Sometimes it's hard to pick out the letters from the hollow projection. I need to get a closer look.
Are you licking your glasses again? I hate it when you do that. It's fucking disgusting.
Oh, whatever will give you that idea.
Get a closer look.
It's better. It's much easier to read your color this way. You're drab, dirty pavement gray on top of bright candy red like a shiny lollipop. Does that sound familiar, Carcat?
Yes, I'm extremely familiar with this sort of nonsense by now, sure.
No, I mean gray on red. Like the way your skin conceals your blood.
What?
Candy red. Like your planet. You have strong cherry cough syrup in your veins. It is completely delicious.
Who told you? Did Jack tell you?
Oh, he doesn't talk much. I figured it out myself.
How?
I got a closer look, remember?
No.
You were playing so dumb. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I cleaned up my wound and changed my shirt before I even met you. I've been extremely careful, so you're gonna have to fill me in.
It was when I got close enough to smell it under your skin. Please, Carcat, do not pretend you forgot about our little moment.
Whoa, you mean during... Fuck. Okay, shh. Let's not talk about this. Not here.
It isn't a memo, it's a private correspondence between us, remember?
I know, but... God damn it. Writing all these memos has made me paranoid. It just doesn't feel secure chatting about it over the client. I don't know. We can talk about it in person.
How in person do you mean? Uh-oh, look at my eyebrows getting carried away here. Carcat, help, they're out of control.
Those are eyebrows? I thought they were horns.
They're horns too. They're whatever I want them to be.
What?
Don't change the subject by being cute.
Well, apparently I just can't fucking help myself, can I?
No kiss.
Nope.
How can you even smell so damn well anyway? You give me a hard time about being coy about shit, but when it comes to your crazy senses, you're so vague it's like you're trying to decipher the daily horoscope riddle or the riddle for all 48 signs combined.
You are a relentless subject changer. Fine, it's okay if you don't want to talk about it. God, you are so shy for an angry guy who wants to be a big shot leader. It's ridiculous.
Look, we'll talk. I promise. Why don't you just say some stuff about yourself for a change and cut me some slack?
Okay.
Arrow.
Sure, I mentioned after you met my sprite. I learned from her through my dreams, before she hatched.
Yeah, but it's still so vague. That's the whole point. How about a straight answer?
Hey, I'll try. When I went blind, that's when I first woke up, and my Lucis helped me wake up. Sort of.
You mean on Prospect's moon?
Yes, but except for a very brief moment, I was blind in my dreams too. The dream self-image I project can't see because I guess deep down I really don't want to.
Why is that? Is it out of spite to Vriska? I know I'd probably be cool with it out of spite more than anything.
Oh, not that there wasn't some satisfaction in being okay with it. Grateful about it even, and making sure she knew that. But that's not it. The day it happened was the first time I ever heard from my Lucis. She woke me up, and ever since she has been teaching me a different way to see. A different way to perceive everything, I guess. Not just in a sensory way.
Okay, so why did you never tell me any of this?
I wouldn't have gotten it. Even now, you still don't really. You've not even seen Skaya yet.
How am I supposed to wake up?
I don't know. Something different does it for everybody.
How many of us are awake now? How much of the future did you see before we started? In the clouds, like Kanaya? Also, how did you go blind anyway? What did she do to you? I don't know why you're so cagey about that. I still don't see how she could blind you without being anywhere near you. Obviously, she can't control you, so what gives?
Cat, shut up. God, how about if I tell you all about that stuff next time we are in person? In fact, I will tell you when you wake up. Until then, I will keep tabs on you in your tower while you sleep like a little honey pajamaed pupa nestled in his cocoon.
Wait, let me guess. Do I look adorable?
Actually, you kind of look like a big pile of smelly barf.
Wow, what the fuck?
Of course you do, dumbass.
Oh, well then, good, I guess.
Okay, I've got to fly. Don't worry about the ring mission. You can stay busy with Register. I will organize the new mission myself. Later.
Wait, Terezi. Please don't tell them about my blood. I want to tell them. I mean, I will tell them later. Once they respect me as a leader.
Okay, I will keep that secret if you keep this one I tell you. Which is that, between you and me, Carcat, I think they already do. Bye.
Bye.
Heart.
Mm.
I can totally, like, okay, when this was all going on, well, back in like 2011-ish, I remember there being like a ton of shipping going on for this, and I never understood, and now
Oh my
I
God,
do.
there's so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I see it. Yeah, well, like, keep in mind, like, I first became aware of it in like 2011, 2012. So now Terezi is going to ascend.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Good, let's go. I was gonna show you my stabs. See those wings?
Nothing to fly in the sky, you fucking piece of garbage!
Ow! Ow! No, bad. Bad. What? Ow. You ass. Sound test your shit.
That was great.
I wear headphones, damn it.
Place.
Here comes another one of my favorite flashes. I think this is the first one where we get to hear Megalovania, but don't quote me on that.
Wait, why was it in
No.
this style?
No, that's See Your Wake, I think.
Oh yeah, you might be right. Yeah, you're right.
Make her
This one's still a good
pay.
flash though.
Make it her pay. Oh God. Yeah, go clown buddy. I think she's mad.
You think?
What the fuck? Holy shit. I'm not even sure what happened to Arrow.
We can rewatch it if you want to like look at it
No,
again and try
I-
to figure it out.
No. We're gonna keep this train moving.
Okay.
Arrow!
Make her pay.
Arrow! We're just reading the fucking newspapers. No clothes, no shame, no chroma. Arrow. Arrow.
Atta girl.
Finally, some payback. Karma's a bitch. Move this along.
Someone needs to grab the reins on timeline management here. These delinquents waste too much time. Can't seem to conduct their business with any efficiency at all. Payback scenarios notwithstanding, there's always time to be made for a good comeuppance.
Skip to the end. Arrow. Arrow.
Quit bossing me around. I'm not okay with it.
Arrow.
I know what I'm doing.
That's what I like to hear. As you were then.
Skip to the end. What?
It's private.
There's so many of them!
Yep. I'm trouble, bitch. Private board will and has already served as a log of past events for future selves to record and a guide of future events for past selves to follow. I don't know which half of its role has been or will be more important. Possibly neither is critical, since deviation from the course is mostly impossible, and reflection on its traversal is completely irrelevant. I'm typing this anyway, because I'm bored again. Here I thought we were finished taking orders from voices. We've only swapped the imperatives of the dead with those of our future selves, who are also dead. Yes, it seems that way. Oh well, it was an enjoyable reprieve from fatalism while it lasted. I'd nearly managed to savor it, an error narrowly avoided then. I think we should refrain from dialogue in this memo, without resorting to bannings or absurd exchanges of self-repudiation. Yeah, I agree. I just thought I'd interject that, and I just thought I'd interject that and go. Okay.
Arrow.
We will and have already amassed an army to confront the Black King, an army consisting of our alternate future selves, each one rerouted from a doomed offshoot of the Alpha timeline, each given another chance at a constructive influence over the ultimate outcome. By the way, if you didn't know already, a future self returning to the past from a doomed timeline will always be slated for imminent destruction herself. It's one of the rules. And fortunately, an unfortunate reality. And the unfortunate reality is, this will and has already been a mass suicide mission. Or it would be, and already would have been, if we weren't already dead.
That's dark, Arrow.
Mobilizing ourselves in such numbers would be required to neutralize the king's psychic attacks. It would take our combined concentration to dampen the abilities he inherited from Glibgolib. Without the cumulative effort of our doomed reserves, without the heightened mental and psychic endurance of our robot vessels, without the untimely demise we all shared before this began, victory would not be possible. He would kill us all with one dreadful sound.
Arrow.
I don't know if it was just bad luck or an extension of the curse Karkat insists he brought on us that led to the incidental and unfortuitous prototyping of Fefri's powerful Lucis, without which the battle would have posed little challenge. I think it was more likely just another inevitability, a product of collusion between the disparate forces at play, a bargain struck between what Skya knows already and what the gods demand up front. Together they orchestrate this trial sufficient to ensure that in overcoming them we would be proven worthy of inheriting the ultimate reward. Ribbit. Whoops.
Arrow.
So it would be, and has already been already. While distracted by the combined efforts of our doomed legion, the king would be aggressed by the others. Even though each would be well prepared, perched on the highest rungs of their echeladders, equipped with the best weaponry Gris could build, versed in the deadliest fray motifs Boondollars could buy.
Arrow.
Though the meteors from the King's own reckoning would be turned against him.
Arrow.
Even with one impossibly lucky roll of the dice at the final moment.
Arrow.
Would only narrowly succeed.
Arrow.
Ultimately,
Arrow.
we would prove our worth.
Arrow.
The reward would be within our reach.
Arrow.
Only momentarily.
Arrow.
Before we would be able to claim it, we would be interrupted by something which would be ushered into our session by a rift in paradox space. Rift, which we would determine, will be opened by 4 members of a fledgling species, who will be playing in another session of the same game that we will and have already played.
Arrow.
Their rift will lead to the great undoing, without necessarily causing it, not directly. Such rifts are themselves supposedly benign, useful even. The catalog phenomena within the game itself would provide a means of creating them, and a wide range of scenarios for which it might be prudent to do so. The Sipisphere locals have a more formal term for them, typically referred to such rift as...
Arrow.
Scratch.
Arrow.
Direct effects of a scratch are limited to the session invoking it. We would not experience or observe those effects from our session, but we would experience the consequences, in the form of that which prevented us from claiming our reward, and whose hand would be forced by the scratch to emerge from hiding.
Arrow.
There would be no adequate way to prepare, even with all the foresight at our disposal, for a foe more powerful than the king we will and have already defeated. A demon who is indestructible, omnipotent, enraged.
Billy Mays. I don't know. The idea of a giant Billy Mays demon is amazing.
Lord.
Arrow.
Just out of the door comes a giant tin of OxyClean.
To show you the power of the scratch, I sawed this bone in half.
Oh my god. I sawed this bot in half.
To show you the power of OxyClean, we've scrubbed this entire session.
Okay, I'm moving on. The rest of the party would abscond. Our duplicates would buy us time. We would all be killed. Again.
Arrow.
Well, except for me. This is just as well, I suppose. What would we even do with all those copies anyway?
Arrow.
We would return to the site of our hatching, so to speak. We would hide amidst a veil depleted by the reckoning, and wait, drifting in the wide orbit of our soon-to-be null session.
Arrow.
Banished from the universe we left behind.
Arrow. 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 Whoa, zoom out. Zoom, arrow. Zoom, arrow. Zoom, arrow.
Yet, in being denied the ultimate reward.
It turns out the ultimate reward is just a fruit basket. Arrow.
Would be barred from entry.
Arrow. 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 Arrow.
To the universe we created.
Oh my, they created Earth.
Yep.
They are literally gods. They are
Uh-huh.
What the fuck?
Now all of Karkat's ramblings make a tad more sense.
Yeah. End of Act 5. Act 5, Act 1.
Yep.
Woo!
I love the multiple curtains.
Me too.
It's such a good touch.
So now that we're at the end of Act 5, Act 1, Spaz, as the only one who hasn't read this before, would you like to share some thoughts?
I could not have seen this coming. That's wild.
Riri says still plenty of Act 5 to go, trust me, we know.
So-
Spaz doesn't know, but the rest of us do.
Yeah, we do.
So their creation ended up creating a scratch, which stopped them from actually being able to enter the world and be the proper gods. They're kind of stuck on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh my god, there is God is actually a bunch of horny teenagers.
Yes.
You know it.
Literally and figuratively.
That makes way more sense than it should. Is it ever explained why their horns look like candy corn or why candy corn looks like their horns?
I don't remember if that's explained or not, actually.
I think trolls have candy corn.
I'm not
If they don't,
not too sure.
if they don't call it candy horns, I'll be pissed.
The only thing I know for sure is that it's a Problem Sleuth reference.
It is, yeah.
Yes,
All
it
right.
is.
Well, I think this is a really good place to stop for the night.
Probably.
All right.
So we are
And
going.
next time we're gonna meet back up with the pale, dumb nerds from our place.
Yeah, finally.
We're gonna reacquaint ourselves with the representatives of our species.
Yes.
And
And we're going to and he's going to unlock the baby is you.
the baby is you.
God damn it.
That unlocks at Act 5, Act 2.
All right. Well, we're gonna be rating the only other one. Oh, and they're going live. They're actually starting soon.
Before we go, for anyone in the chat who's not in our Discord and would like to be, !Discord to get the link. Mainly because that's the easiest place to find out when we're actually starting, because it is inconsistent sometimes because people get busy. So that's how you know when we're starting. If you want to join the cast, that's also the easiest way, but like no pressure if you don't want to or anything. Just like it's the best place to get notified. And like if you don't want to join, that's also fine. I just thought I'd mention it.
Okay. Thanks for coming, everyone.
Also, we really need to get back on the Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff train.
Yeah.
Fuck, you're right.
All right,
Yeah, we
guys,
do.
it's been a great night. We will see you all tomorrow for the Powerpuff Girls reboot pilot.
I mean, we have
Thing.
a half hour. Do we want to do a Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff?
We already started rating.
Yeah, all right.
All
Good
right.
night,
Oh,
everybody.
well. Good night.
Yeah. See you
Good
guys.
night. Thank you.